You've already been fooled today. Not by someone else, by your own brain. Because the biggest liar in the room might be the one inside your head. Your brain edits reality, changes memories, and fills in the gaps without asking you. Well, actually, human behavior is way stranger than you think. We're going to break down the things you believe about yourself that might be completely wrong. You can't spot a liar as easily as you think. Confidence doesn't always mean competence. Your memories aren't perfect recordings. And sometimes, your brain isn't showing you reality. It's showing you its best guess. So let's uncover the strange tricks your mind plays every single day. Because when it comes to human behavior, things are rarely what they seem. First, opposites don't necessarily attract. Everyone says, opposites attract. Well, actually, science says the opposite. Think about your closest friends, or your partner. You might imagine they're completely different from you. Maybe they're outgoing while you're quiet, messy while you're organized, funny while you're serious. That's the classic story. Two completely different people, somehow finding each other. But when psychologists studied thousands of couples, they found something surprising. Successful couples are usually more similar than different. They often share values, beliefs, education levels, personality traits, and even small daily habits. Why? Because similarity makes life easier. It reduces conflict, it improves communication, and it creates trust faster. Of course, differences can make someone interesting at first. A different personality can feel exciting. But over time, similarities are often what keep people together. So, well, actually, it's not opposites that attract. It's familiarity. Next, you are probably not as good at multitasking as you think. Think you're great at multitasking? Answering messages, watching a video, listening to music, and working at the same time. It feels like you're doing everything together. But your brain isn't multitasking. It's switching back and forth. Every time you change tasks, your brain has to reset. Your attention needs to rebuild. Your memory needs to reload. And that tiny delay adds up. Scientists call this the switching cost. Studies show multitasking makes people slower, more likely to make mistakes, and worse at remembering information. The funniest part? The people who believe they're the best multitaskers are often the worst at it. Because feeling busy is not the same as being productive. So, well, actually, you're not doing everything at once. You're just doing everything less effectively. Now, let's talk about memory. If 10 people witnessed the exact same event, how many different stories would you hear? Well, actually, probably 10 different versions. Movies make eyewitnesses seem perfect. I'll never forget what I saw. But memory doesn't work like a camera. It works more like a rough sketch. Every time you remember something, your brain rebuilds it. Small details can change. Questions can influence it. Other people's memories can affect yours. Even news reports can change what you think you saw. In famous psychology experiments, researchers showed that people could become confident about events that never actually happened. Not because they were lying, not because they were careless, because memory is not a recording, it's a reconstruction. Every time you remember something, your brain creates it again. So, well, actually, remembering isn't replaying the past, it's rebuilding it. Next, can you really tell when someone is lying? You probably think you can. They avoid eye contact. They touch their face. They look nervous. Well, actually, most of those clues are myths. Movies taught us what liars look like, but real research tells a different story. Some honest people become nervous. Some liars stay completely calm. Some even make more eye contact, Because they know people expect liars to avoid it. Across hundreds of studies, people are only slightly better than guessing when detecting lies. Around 54%, barely better than flipping a coin. That's because lying doesn't have one universal body language. Everyone reacts differently. So, well, actually, being confident that you can spot a liar doesn't mean you're actually good at it. Now, let's talk about confidence. Would you trust the most confident person in the room? The person who speaks the loudest, answers immediately, never hesitates. Our brains naturally think. They must know what they're talking about. But confidence and competence are not the same thing. In psychology, there's something called the Dunning-Kruger effect. People with limited knowledge can sometimes overestimate their abilities because they don't know enough to understand what they don't know. Meanwhile, experts often sound less certain, not because they know less, but because they understand how complicated things really are. The loudest person in the room isn't always the smartest. Sometimes, they're just the most confident. So, well, actually, the smartest person might be the one asking questions. Next, your brain is editing reality right now. You think you're seeing the world exactly as it is. Well, actually, you're seeing your brain's version of it. Your eyes don't create reality. They collect light, that's all. Your brain does the rest. It fills blind spots, predicts movement, adjusts colors, removes distractions. It even ignores your own nose, which is always sitting inside your field of vision. You just don't notice it. Every second, your brain decides what matters and quietly removes everything else. The world you experience is not a perfect recording. It's an edited version, created in milliseconds. So, well, actually, you're not seeing reality. You're seeing your brain's interpretation of it. Finally, let's talk about optical illusions. If your own eyes can fool you, can you trust anything you see? Well, actually, that's exactly why optical illusions are fascinating. Optical illusions aren't mistakes, they're demonstrations. Your brain evolved to make fast decisions, not perfect ones. It uses shortcuts, predictions, assumptions. Most of the time, those shortcuts help you survive. But sometimes, they get fooled. Two identical colors can look different. A still image can appear to move. Straight lines can appear bent. Not because your eyes are broken, but because your brain is trying to understand the world as quickly as possible. Every illusion teaches the same lesson. Your brain doesn't simply see reality, it builds reality. Well, actually, sometimes seeing isn't believing. Human behavior is full of strange contradictions. Your brain can create memories that never happened, make you believe you're better at something than you are, and even convince you that you're seeing reality when you're only seeing its best guess. The next time you trust your instincts, remember, your brain is the one making the decisions. And sometimes, it's the thing you should question the most.